So Johnny Depp as the Joker, how does that sound to you? Because you know what? It's not as far-fetched as you think. In fact, I would hope that you share this video far and wide, making sure everybody sees it to say, yeah, this is an idea that I'm down with. So hey there. Now the idea that we're talking about today, it's not just a rumor. It's not just innuendo. It's something that has been proposed before and by people that matter. And it's A.H. looking in the window again. Just a second as I close the blinds. Creepy, creepy, creepy stuff. At least she wasn't around the white bed linen. So hey there again. Now, like I was saying before, this is not an idea that is a new one. In fact, the first time I heard anything about this at all, it was way back in March of 2020. And the person that was bringing it up was Kevin Smith. Now, Screen Rant, they did an article about that too. The Batman, Kevin Smith wants Johnny Depp to play the Joker. Again, you see the date on it, March 17th, 2020. And the headline reads, character actor Johnny Depp would be perfect for the role of the Joker in Batman, according to director Kevin Smith. Now, if you're asking yourself, why exactly would Kevin Smith promote that? Well, remember that the two are fast friends. He wouldn't believe a lot of the tripe and nonsense that's out there. In fact, Johnny Depp and Kevin Smith, they worked alongside each other's daughters in Yoga Hosers. So through promotion and through friendship, everything there, yeah, the two know each other very well. Now, there are many reasons that idea would be absolutely astounding, but one of the ideas that I really like in that is direct competition. If you think about the Joker, for example, the Joker brought down $1 billion with the last outing, and that, well, it's comparable to another movie that keeps AH in the headlines, one Aquaman, also brought to you by DC. If you look at the numbers from these as well, the domestic box office is actually very comparable. If you look at the Joker, you have $335,451,311. And if you look at the domestic box office here, you have another $335 million, only you have a little bit less with $61,807. Now, the international box office, you have Aquaman score a bit more, but Joker, it still knocked it out of the proverbial park with $737,271,282 versus Aquaman's $808,904,731. So if you look, again, comparison with box offices, these are $2 billion franchises. So if they were to square off, you would not only have AH and Johnny Depp squaring off in the courtroom, you would have them being able to square off on a stage that's almost even. And you would have somebody playing the Joker again that is a phenomenal character actor to boot. Now, I'm sure there are people out there saying, but that Umbrella Guy, this is a Batman movie. Okay, fair enough. Here's a Batman movie, Dark Knight, 2008. What did this have going for it? An exceptionally strong Joker. And look at the numbers that it brought in. The domestic box office blew everything we just saw out of the water. The international box office these days would perform even higher than that. And this movie, it almost raked in $1 billion, performing again in 2008 levels. That stuff, it was unheard of for a DC movie at that time. So yeah, I mean, we're talking about a movie that could give Aquaman 2 not only a run for its money, but if it's written well and if we have our Batman perform well, yeah, that could blow it out of the proverbial park. I mean, could you imagine what kind of ego blow that would be for a certain AH out there that called Johnny Depp fat, called him washed up, said that she utilized him for fame, and well, that his star had burned down. I mean, if you had a comparable movie to actually put against it, that would be amazing. Because if he outdid that, it would be a win unlike anything in the courtroom. I mean, sure, courtroom definitely matters, but this, it would just take that ego and it would elbow drop that thing. I would be out here, I would petition, I would talk about seeing it every freaking day. Make this happen. Share this video. Share it a lot. Now, granted, that article that we were talking about, the first one out of two, it wanted this to happen, but it wasn't very optimistic about this being able to transpire. Quote, filmmaker Kevin Smith is keen on seeing Johnny Depp take up the role of the Joker in the upcoming DC film, The Batman. There have been rumors of the actor being poised to join the film's cast as said character, and recent fan art depicting as much certainly does the notion justice. The movie already has some top-notch names, such as the likes of Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, Paul Dano, I'm terrible with names, as Riddler, Colin Farrell as Penguin, joining Robert Pattinson as part of the star-studded Batman movie cast, all playing villains. However, Depp's name was recently thrown in there. The 56-year-old, at the time 56, remains one of the more popular faces in Hollywood and, as of 2018, was the third most grossing actor in the world, having seen over $10 billion attached to his name. Now, that's a huge thing, too, and it would overcome any points of contention about Johnny Depp or any other issues because DC has woefully underperformed. Batman has woefully underperformed. Why do you think we're rebooting it again and having somebody that can make money hand over fist like a Johnny Depp? Yeah, that would make sense. Economically, it would make sense, and it would be a role that he could do time and again. And by the way, look at this artwork too. This is what motivated that conversation. And imagine that character actor performing as Joker. I mean, if we could get something like Public Enemies meets one of the odder takes from a movie, man, that would be something phenomenal to see on screen. Now, the article continues by noting that Smith, who is a respected authority on anything pertaining to Batman, in fact, he has written, he has connections, he can make this kind of thing happen, was speaking on a recent episode of his Fat Man Beyond podcast when he addressed the rumor claiming Depp is in talks to play the Joker in the Matt Reeves film. He noted that it was first in relation to the possibility of the Joker being in Batman against the backdrop of Joaquin Phoenix winning an Oscar for his role as the Clown Prince in 2019's DC hit Joker, a movie that again it earned $1 billion at the box office. Smith declared that Depp would be effing perfect for the role of the character that won both Phoenix and the deceased Heath Ledger Oscars. He did go on to downplay the possibility, but pointed out that it would be a lot of fun if Depp were to land the part, if there is one. So again, the possibility, maybe. Could he get it out there? Possibly. In that role, God, he would be a shoo-in, I think, if it were a decent movie for yet another Oscar. Now, like I said, that was an older conversation, one that trended, one that people were excited about, but an older one nonetheless. And now we have that conversation coming up again. If you think Hollywood doesn't notice this kind of stuff too, where do you think they pluck a lot of their ideas from? They see people getting excited. In fact, sometimes they plant these headlines. So yeah, get excited and spread this stuff far and wide. In fact, create a change.org petition saying that you want this. We've seen them for things that I would say are negative that you want changed. Well, make this a positive one. Get that noise out. Share videos about it. Say, we want this to happen. But here you have Johnny Depp yet again reimagined as the Joker in some fan art. And look at this. I mean, imagine that role here. So Johnny Depp becomes the Joker to Robert Pattinson's Caped Crusader, the new fan art for the Batman. Next year, Pattinson is set to take over as Bruce Wayne, and Matt Reeves, the Batman, a gritty take on the character set within his second year of Gotham's famed vigilante. Despite production currently being delayed because, well, you know what's going on, this platform doesn't like that word. Reeves premiered the first trailer for the Batman this past weekend at DC Fandom and instantly set the internet alight with excitement. As the Batman is separate from the DCEU, Reeves and Pattinson have the ability to do just about whatever they want with the character, including, bringing people in and having fun as well. Reeves has said that he has plans for a full trilogy, and fans have already begun to speculate about where future installments could go. A popular candidate for a future antagonist is Batman's most famous adversary, the Joker. The Batman has several well-known villains in its cast list, but not the Joker, leading fans to wonder if Reeves is saving his arrival for later. The mere possibility has led several fans to talk about casting here, with Depp Depp being referenced more than once. And that's right, I've seen him referenced again and again. So, is that on the horizon? It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Then a new piece from Boss Logic, props to them too. Depp stars as the Joker in this hypothetical poster for the Batman. With the familiar makeup and the dark, rainy tone, he looks rather menacing. Could he make a good Joker for Pattinson's Batman? Some seem to certainly think so. You can see the piece down below. So you can look at the entire piece with this. And again, right now, you only see, 658 people talking about it, and that there's a lot more attention that's come to that rather lately. Then they talk about the older discussion here, too. And again, when you have an older discussion, you have this pop up, and it pops up right after things come up. I don't want to sound like that means something, but really, doesn't it mean something? I mean, again, when you see people that are abuzz about it, when you see an industry that really needs to make money and companies that do, doesn't this have meaning? So anyway, I thought that this was an interesting discussion. There have been rumors out there of the possibility of this happening for months now. It's come up again and again, not only in discussions and fan art and on, but also behind the scenes. So it makes you wonder, doesn't it? But yeah, go out there, make sure you make noise about that, share it far and wide, show that you want this to happen, because that's how you make it. And then when you make it there, maybe we can have a competition. We can have one that will outperform that other movie. And yeah, you win on both fronts. But anyway, you tell me what you think about this idea. Closing this too, I want to say thank you for showing up. Thank you for participating. You make these endeavors possible. Without you, none of that works. I would ask that you check out our comic book too. It's a great book. It's in production right now, in demand. That's what that means. And we need your help to get the word out. Why? Because, we talk about things like due process and on. Comic book industry, they don't like that. They don't like that at all. But that's okay. We don't need them. We need you. Also, check out our other links as well. And as always, again, I want to say thank you. I do appreciate you. You make this stuff work. And I can't say that enough. We're under 3,000 subscribers left, and we're going to hit 6 figures. That's insane to me. So thank you for that. And yeah, I'll let you go with that. Thank you.